We're gonna start without any props. We're gonna start as usual with a small relaxation. So lay down on the mat, feet a bit wider compared to your hip. If you're really comfortable on your lumbar spine, you can straighten your legs and just put your legs in a sort of shavasana style. So rolling the legs outward. Otherwise, just bend your knees and relax. Roll the arms outward. Slide the shoulder blades toward the waist. Pull the back of your head away from the shoulders. Close your eyes, inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Let all tension get released by the exhalation. One more time. Relax your forehead, eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes and the skin of your face. Unclench your jaw and let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck, and your shoulders, arms, forearms, and hands. Relax your spine, vertebra to vertebra, from the neck until your coccyx. Relax your belly and the whole abdominal area. Relax your hips, groins. Relax your legs, knees, ankles and feet. Bring the awareness into your breathing cycle and start observing every aspect of your breathing cycle. Which part of your body moves the most? The chest or the belly? If both moves, which one moves first? Observe. Become a witness. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation have the same length, or one of the two phases is naturally longer. Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation, the small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the 4 phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pose. Exhalation, pose. And there too, observe. Is one of the two poses longer compared to the other one, or the two has got the same length? Observe. Become a witness. Observe also that your throat is open and free, relaxed, even in the suspended states. 3 more observing breaths. At the end of the third, take control and lengthen the suspended states. Just a tiny bit, without stressing your body. Become aware of the tension of your body. And if you feel tension rising up, just relax. Lengthen the poses, but still listening to yourself, listening to the feelings of your body. Create a long, slow, relaxed breath with a suspended state longer than usual. At the end of your next exhalation, take control also of the active phases and create a breath that has the same length for inhalation and exhalation. Keep the suspended state longer than usual. Slow, long, relaxed breath. Same length, inhalation and exhalation. Control also the speed of your breath. Create a breath, long, slow, constant from the beginning till the end. Same length, inhalation and exhalation. Suspended states longer than usual. Observe your body and your lungs filling up slowly and steadily. And releasing the air slowly and steadily. Same length, inhalation and exhalation. Suspended states longer than usual. more breaths. At the end of your third breath, go back to normal and observe just for a brief moment the feelings, the emotions in your body. Roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a few moments. When you feel ready, push with your left hand to sit up. Take the bolster and put the bolster on the front of the mat. Seat on your heels with the knees as wide as the mat. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, roll your hips forward and put your forearm over the bolster. Keep your arms active and put the arms back into the shoulder socket. Roll the upper arms outward and allow the chest to move toward the ground. Allow the head to move toward the ground. Close your eyes. And keep on breathing in a controlled way. Long, slow, steady breath. Move the shoulders slightly apart. Let your shoulders become wider. Keep on moving the chest toward the ground. Keep the arms active till the very tip of your fingers. And keep on pulling back the arms into the shoulder socket. 3 more breaths. At the end of the third, come up. Move the bolster a bit closer to you and put your forearm over the bolster. Keep the knees right under the hips. So you're in a sort of tabletop position, but on your forearm. Okay. Inhale. With the exhalation, roll your hips backward. Push the spine over the sky and look at your belly. Inhale, roll the hips forward. Allow the chest to move toward the ground. Look at the sky. Exhale. Stretch the back of your body. Inhale. Stretch the front of your body. Create a long, slow, and steady movement, just like your breath. Constant movement, constant breath. Slow. Long. Synchronize the movement with your breath. Three more movements, 3 more breaths. At the end of the third, stop with the spine parallel to the ground. Interlace your hands, your fingers. Okay. Put the two knees together. Inhale deeply with the exhalation. Lift your right knees and move the right knee toward the forehead. Inhale, straighten your legs just behind you. Flex feet. Check to have the toes pointing toward the ground. Exhale, touch your forehead. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, touch your forehead. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, forehead. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, touch your forehead. Inhale, straighten your leg. Stay there. 3 breaths. Move the heels away from you. At the end of the third, allow the knee to go down toward the ground, but without touching the ground. Okay, and now open the leg to the side, like a dog peeing. Keep the knee in line with the hip. Three breaths. At the end of the third breath, straighten your leg still to the side. Keep your feet parallel to the ground and put your outer ankle up to the sky. Okay, slowly go back to center. 2 knees together. In case you can move your bolster to have a more comfortable position, just to have the elbows right under the shoulders and be a little bit more stable. Well, let's go to the other side. I just need to move my bolster because otherwise I have the wall just next to it. So, okay, inhale deeply. With the exhalation, lift your left knee and touch your forehead. Inhale, straighten your leg and check to have the toes pointing straight to the ground. Exhale, touch your forehead. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, touch your forehead, is just the direction. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, forehead. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, forehead. Inhale, straight leg. Push your heel away from you. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, bend your knee. Allow the knee to go down toward the ground without touching the ground. Inhale. With the exhalation, lift your leg to the side. Knee in line with the heel, with the hip. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, straighten your leg. Keep your feet parallel to the ground for 3 breaths. And at the end of the third breath, slowly go back to center. Keep your knees together. Inhale. With the exhalation, round your spine. Push your spine toward the sky. Look at your belly. Inhale. Roll your hips forward. Arch your spine and look at the sky. Exhale. Look at your belly. Inhale. Look at the sky. Exhale, belly. One last time. Inhale, sky. Okay. Now move the bolster away. Tabletop position, normal tabletop position. Roll the arms outward. Slide the shoulder blades toward the waist. Walk back slightly with your knees. Put your feet wider than your knees. Tuck your toes under. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, push your buttocks back and shoulders down. Keep the shoulders down and slowly start lengthening the back of your legs. Start straightening your legs. If you feel that your shoulders start moving forward, keep your knees bent and push your collarbones toward the toes. Push your chest toward the toes. Roll the arms outward. Keep this moving. Keep this movement of the chest toward the toes. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, lean forward and move into the plank pose. You can move your hands or feet to find a good position. Push your heels back. Tuck the tailbone under, sternum up, shoulder blades down. Don't allow your hip to move toward the ground, but keep on pushing the heel back. Okay. 3 breaths. You can do it. It's not the end of the world. You did something way worse than that, so just 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd, go back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Just a brief moment. And slowly go back in tabletop position. Okay, now create a bit of support for your right knee. So you can either use just the mat, so just do a sort of double S with your mat, or if you have blanket, you can simply use the blanket, put it under your knee. So up to you to find your version. Put your right knee right over the the blanket. Straighten your left leg to the side. Check to have the right hip right over the right knee. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, tuck the tailbone under to allow your belly to move inward. Okay, perfect. Keep the left feet at 45 degrees. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, roll the arms outward. And slowly start leaning over the left leg. When you arrive at what you think is your maximum, lift your right arm, palm of the hand facing the left side, arm straight, shoulder blades down, and slowly allow the right arm to move toward the left side, to stretch the whole right side of your body. To avoid any tension in the left knee, contract your left thigh. Yep. Push your right thumb back and look at the sky for 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, slowly come up. Let's move either the blanket or the fold on the other side. Put your left knee over the fold or the blanket. Straighten your right leg, feet at 45 degrees. Check to have the left hip right over the the left knee. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Tag the tailbone under to allow the belly to go inward. Roll the arms outward. Inhale deeply and slowly start leaning forward over the leaning over the right leg. Keep on moving toward the toe. Hey. Down, 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 down. When you arrive at what you think that is your maximum, lift your left arm, palm of the hand facing the right side, shoulder blades down, sternum up, and allow your left arm to move to the right side. Push your thumb back. Activate your right thigh to control the knee, and look at the sky for 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, slowly come up. Okay, now move the blanket away and lay down on your right side. Keep the elbow right under the knee. No, not the knee, the shoulder. I don't know why I have the knee in mind. So, elbows right under the shoulder. Straighten your legs. Put your left hand on the outside left leg. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, push with the elbows against the ground and lift your hip. 3 breaths. I know it's hard. I know. But you can do it. At the end of the 3rd, slowly lower your hip. Okay. Inhale. We're gonna do it 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your hip. Lift your arm. 3 breaths. Push with the elbow. And at the end of the 3rd breath, slowly lower your hip again. Okay, 3rd time. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, push with the elbow against the ground. Lift your hip. Lift your arm. Lift your right leg. Left leg. Just a tiny bit. It could be just this. It's not a problem. Yes. And slowly go down. Yay! Okay, let's move on the other side. You thought you couldn't do it. You did it. Yeah, you did it. You simply did it. You did an easy version, maybe, but you did it. Elbow right under the shoulder. Straighten your legs. Inhale. With the exhalation, lift your hip. Push with the elbow against the ground. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, slowly lower your hip. Okay. In case, you can also move your elbow a little bit closer to the hip. In that way, you will have a little bit more leverage. So try a different variation in case you find it a little bit too difficult for today. Inhale. With the exhalation, start pushing with the elbows against the ground. Lift your hip, lift your arm. 3 breaths. Yay! Woo! And slowly lower your hip. Prefer for the third one. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, push with the elbow against the ground. Lift your hip, lift your arm, lift your right leg. Just a tiny bit. Doesn't need to be really high. 3 breaths. Keep on pushing with the elbow. Yay! And slowly lower your body. Yay! Spine against the ground. Roll the arms outward with the hands on the ground with the palm facing the sky. Feet close to the buttocks but not in contact with buttocks. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, start lifting your hip. Push with your feet against the ground. Tag the tailbone under. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, slowly lower your body. As soon as you touch the ground with buttocks, inhale and lift it up again. Push with the feet against the ground, lift your hip. Inhale deeply and start lowering your body again. As soon as your buttocks touch the ground, lift your hip again. Push with the feet against the ground to help you lift even more your hip. And slowly lower your body to the ground. Okay. Bring the knees toward the chest. Grab the knees with the arms and roll on right and left side. Slowly, slowly. Okay. Roll on the right side. Push with the left hand to sit up. And now, straighten your right leg. Put your left feet outside of your right knee. Okay, now roll on your right outer leg. Bend your right knee and allow the buttocks to go down to the ground again. So you will have maybe your right leg, your right feet touching your left buttock. Okay. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Roll the arms outward, push the thumb back. 3 breaths. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Focus on this movement, sternum up, shoulder blades down for the 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, just release a bit. Grab your left ankle and move the left ankle a little bit toward the right buttocks. Just a tiny bit. Doesn't mean to stretch a lot around the knees or around the hip. So just a tiny bit of movement of the feet to the back. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, turn on the left side. Put the outside of your right elbow out of your left knee. Use this movement, use this pressure between elbow and knee to turn even more to the left side. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, slowly come back to center. Change leg. So, straighten your left leg, put your right feet out of the left knee, roll on the left side, bend your left knee, keep your left feet next to the right buttock. First thing first, sternum up, shoulder blades down, roll the arms outward, push the thumb back. 3 breaths, focusing on lifting the sternum and lowering the shoulder blades. At the end of the 3rd, start twisting. So put your left elbow out of your right knee. Use this pressure to twist. 3 breaths. Keep on pushing the elbows against the knee and twist for 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, slowly come back to center. Okay. Tabletop position again. Put your hands right under the shoulders, knees right under the hips, feet a little bit wider compared to your hips. Tuck your toes under, inhale deeply. With the exhalation, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale deeply, and with the exhalation, lean forward, bend your right leg, and put your right leg between your arms. Okay. Straighten your left leg, sternum up, shoulder blades down. Keep the chest in contact with your right leg. Roll the arms outward. 3 breaths. Look in front of you. Keep the chest in contact with the leg. Yes, perfect. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Imagine that you're moving the shoulder blades toward the left heel. And slowly bring the upper body up. Okay. Keep the right knee bent. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, roll the arms outward. Keep on pushing the left heel back. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Roll the hips backward to allow your belly to go inward. Perfect. Slowly roll the hips forward. Allow the chest to go toward the leg again. Put both arms down. Adho Mukha Svanasana again. One deep, deep breath in Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then lean forward again. Bend your left leg and put your left feet between the arms. In case, you can always allow the right knee to go down and move the feet. Keep the chest in contact with the thigh. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Push the right heel back. Roll the arms outward. Look in front of you, just a little bit further from the end of your mat. 3 breaths. At the end of your 3rd breath, slowly Come up with the chest. Keep the knee bent. Keep the heel pushing back. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, roll the arms outward, roll the hips backward to allow the belly to go inward. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, slowly put your hands onto the ground. Walk forward with your right leg to enter Uttanasana. Both feet together, both legs straight. Roll the hips forward. Put the weight of the body on the ball of the feet. And slowly, slowly come up, bending slightly your knees. Okay. Tadasana, mountain pose. The 2 toes are touching, the heels are slightly apart. Roll the hip backward to allow again the belly to go inward. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, roll the arms outward. Push the thumb back, open the chest, 3 breaths. You can close your eyes if you want to. Okay, now keep the feet apart. Open your legs quite wide. Okay. Roll the right leg outward, left leg slightly inward. Keep the 2 legs straight, sternum up, shoulder blades down. Roll the hips backward, again to allow the belly to go inward. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Roll the arms outward. Inhale deeply with the exhalation. Start lowering your chest toward the right side. But imagine that someone is pulling your left hand to the back of the mat. Allow the right hand to move in the inner part of your leg, inside. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. When you arrive at your maximum, move your left shoulder back and lift your left arm up. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, bend your right leg and lift your chest. Straighten your arms parallel to the ground. In case you have the knee forward compared to your heel, just walk forward with your feet. Tuck the tailbone under, sternum up, shoulder blades down. Bend your knee, pull a little bit more. Always remembering that your maximum has to be with your knees right over the heel, but bend your knee. 3 breaths starting from now. At the end of the 3rd breath, slowly straighten your right leg. Put your hands on the waist. Roll the left leg outward, right leg inward. Both legs straight. Tuck the tailbone under, allow the belly to get inward, sternum up, shoulder blades down. Roll the arms outward. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, start lowering your chest to the left, right over the left leg. Imagine that someone is pulling your right hand back. When you arrive at your maximum, move your right shoulder back and lift your right hand up to the sky. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, bend your left leg. Check your knee. Lift your chest, shoulder blades down. Keep the arms parallel to the ground. Keep your knee bent. Belly in. 3 breaths. Relax your face, your throat, and clench your jaw. At the end of the 3rd breath, slowly straighten your left leg and put your hands on the waist. Now we're gonna need 2 blocks. For the 2 blocks on the side of the mat, on the upper side. Okay. Legs straight and open. Roll the right leg outward. Tuck the tailbone under, sternum up, shoulder blades down. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, start moving toward your trikonasana. So lean over the right leg. Allow the right hand to move toward the ground, but keep the chest right over, aligned over the leg. Move the left shoulder back. Lift your arm. Okay, now look at your right feet. Bend your right leg and start walking forward with your left feet. Put your hands over the block. And now start straightening your right leg and lifting your left one. Three breaths. At the end of the 3rd, slowly lower your leg and go back into Trikonasana. And then come up on the other side. Roll the left leg outward, right leg inward, and enter Trikonasana. Stand up, shoulder blades down, roll the arms outward, keep the chest in line with the legs, allow the chest to move down, right over the leg, push your right shoulder back, lift your right hand, Trikonasana. Now, look at your left feet, bend your knee, walk forward with your right leg, put your left hand right over the block, start straightening your left leg and lifting your right one. Wow. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, slowly lower your right leg, bend your left one, And go back into Trikonasana. Keep the chest aligned, keep the two shoulders aligned, and slowly come up. Okay, we're going to do exactly the same, but with the help of the wall. So move the mat against the wall, because we're just going to focus on lifting the outer leg up. So in that way, as soon as we enter Ardha Chandrasana, we keep the outside buttock in contact with the wall, but we still try to keep everything aligned. So tucking the tailbone under, lifting the sternum, so the body is still, it's just like that, and then we open to the side. Yay. Okay, so just focus on the straight line between your top of the head until the top of your feet. Okay, so now with the wall next to your back, okay, put your right leg, I would say a little bit less than a block from the wall. The right feet is parallel to the wall. And also for Trikonasana, actually, we're going to use the wall. So once that you have your normal stance, with the right feet looking in front of you, and the left one at 45 degrees, put your buttocks in contact with the wall. Okay, now roll the arms outward and push the two hands against the wall. Okay, now allow the left side of the hip to move down, and allow the left side of the hip to go to the side for the beach movement. Allow the chest to go down, 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 down. When you arrive at your maximum, put your right hand just inside of your right leg. Move your left arm up. Keep the hand still in contact with the wall, and try and touch the wall also with your left shoulder. Yay! Yes. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, look at your feet, bend your knee, and walk forward with your left feet. Put your hands on the block and start lifting your left leg. A little bit more. Keep the 2 shoulders against the wall. Keep the outer right buttocks against the wall. Okay. Lift a little bit more the left leg. More, 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 more. Yes, more. Okay. And slowly, slowly, allow the left leg to go down toward the ground. Bend your right leg and go back into Trikonasana. Both shoulders are touching the wall. Okay, perfect. And slowly come up. So it is easier. It's not easy. Not at all, because we're working. It's just a balance that is helped by the wool. But since we have the wool, actually the wool is really helping us to understand the opening of the shoulders and the straight line on your body. So it's not easy. It's easier, but it's not easy. So let's go on the other side. Left feet parallel to the wall, a little bit less than a block between the wall and the feet. Right feet at 45 degrees. Take the tailbone under and lay over the wall. Straighten your arms. Inhale with the exhalation. Slowly, slowly enter your Trikonasana. If you remember the beach movement, your beach, do it. So allow the left side of the hip to move down, right side up and closing a little bit. Okay, both shoulders are touching the wall. And now look at your feet, bend your left leg, walk forward with your right one, put your left hand over the block, buttocks still in contact with the wall. Keep the buttocks in contact with the wall. Keep the two arms and shoulders in contact with the wall. Okay, and lift your right leg. More, 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 even more, a little bit more. Yay! 3 breaths. If you want to do everything in line, put your heel in contact with the wall. Slowly allow the heel to go down toward the ground, bend your left leg and enter again your Trikonasana. Once that you are in the position, focus on the straight line, focus on the alignment. So keep the two shoulders in contact with the wall, sternum up, shoulder blades down. Okay, perfect. And slowly, slowly come up. Tadasana again. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply, still with your eyes closed. Lift your arm up to the sky. Keep the arm straight, but put the arms down into the shoulder socket to allow your shoulders to become wider. Push your thumb back. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, start bending your knees. More, 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 more. Allow your chest to move forward, but in the meantime, tap the tailbone under to lengthen the lumbar spine. Look in front of you. Also with your eyes closed, but look in front of you. 3 breaths. Push your arms back into the shoulder socket. At the end of the 3rd breath, 3 more. You can do it. Trust yourself, you can do it. 3 more. Push your knees together, buttocks back. At the end of the 3rd one, slowly, slowly come back into Tadasana. Close your eyes. Long, steady breath. Open your eyes again. Now, bend your knees. Seriously, bend your knees. Okay, now cross your right leg over the left one and do a sort of knot with your feet, well, with your legs. Okay, keep the left knee bent, because otherwise it's impossible to do the knot. Straighten your arms and cross your right arm over the left one. Do a knot. Yay! Okay. Slowly lower your elbow until you arrive in contact with the knee. Okay. Stay there. Stay there. Open your arms and slowly come up. Tadasana again. Close your eyes. Calm your body. Okay, now bend again. Seriously, bend your knees for real and cross your left leg over the right one. Okay, straighten your arms and cross the right one over, no, the left one over the right one. Do a knot and slowly, slowly start lowering your elbows to the knees. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Bend your legs. Okay. Now open your arms and slowly come up. And enter Tadasana again. Close your eyes and calm your body. Observe every feelings that you can experience in your body. From the top of your head, forehead, throat, chest, belly, hip. Open your eyes and lay down on the mat. Roll the arms outward, put the hands on the ground with the palm of the hand facing the sky. Lift both legs up to the sky. Bend both legs and cross the right leg over the left one and try and do a knot. Keep the knees as bent as you can. Cross it. Yes, perfect. Awesome. Now straighten your legs up again. Bend your knees again and cross the left one over the right one. Do a knot. Okay, now release the knot and allow the 2 feet to go down to the ground. Now, straighten your right leg down to the ground. Lift your left leg. Keep the grab the left knee and bring the knee closer to the chest. Okay, now roll on your right side. The right leg is straight, left leg is bent. Keep the right hand on the outside of your left leg to keep the left knee up, down to the ground. Lift your left leg, lift your left arm and allow the shoulder and the arm to go down toward the ground behind you. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, come back to center. Straighten your left leg, bend your right one, bring the right knee closer to the chest and roll on your left side. Put your left hand outside of your right leg to keep the knee down to the ground. Lift your right hand and slowly allow shoulder and arm to go down toward the right side. 3 breaths. Look at your right side. At the end of the 3rd breath, come back to center. Bring both knees closer to the chest. Roll on left and right side. Grab everything you need for the short Shavasana. If you need socks, blanket, sweatshirt, whatever you need to feel comfortable. If you need a bolster under the knee, grab it. Use the first moment of Shavasana to thank your body. Thank your body that allowed you to do all the position that we did today. Before relaxing completely. At the end of Shavasana, I'm going to chant a mantra. And at the end of the mantra, I'm going to guide you out of the pose. Till that very moment, just relax. Tvameva mata chapita tvameva. Tvameva bandhu chasaka tvameva. Tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva. Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Really slowly. Start moving your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tension from your body. One last time. Bend your knees, roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before sitting comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. Keep the spine straight. Thumb and index finger together. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.